Today we visit Nijo Castle in Kyoto, an extremely important place in Japan and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Nijo Castle is where the history of Japan changed from feudal Japan to the modern Japan that we know of today. In 1868, the Meiji Declaration was signed at the Nijo Castle inside the Ninomaru Palace, which restored ruling power to the emperor. This declaration ended the reign of the military leaders known as the shoguns, and ended the entire way of the samurai. Nijo Castle was built in 1603 by Tokugawa Ieyasu, the first shogun of the Edo period, also known as the Tokugawa period. For Japan, the Edo period was a time of peace and stability. The Tokugawas also moved the capital of Japan from Kyoto to Edo, which we now call Tokyo. Nijo Castle was where the Tokugawa shoguns lived and conducted business when they visited Kyoto. The lords and samurais were the only ones invited into the inner rooms to see the shogun. Low-ranking people were only allowed in the outside rooms of the palace. The first Tokugawa, Ieyasu, banished Christianity and almost completely isolated Japan from trading with the rest of the world to protect Japan and the power of the shogun. He also burned the Osaka castle to the ground and killed the entire Toyotomi people because the Toyotomis were a threat to the Tokugawas. At the end of the Tokugawa period in 1868, the Tokugawa hollyhock crest was removed from the Nijo Castle and replaced with the imperial chrysanthemum. Inside the palace, the nightingale floors served as an alarm system. When someone walks on the floors, the wood rubs on the nails, making a sound like a nightingale bird chirping. The elaborate woodwork and ornate gold leaf inside the palace showed all visitors the power and wealth of the shogun. In 1750 and in 1788, fire destroyed the 5-story castle and parts of the palace, which were never rebuilt. When you visit the castle, you can walk inside the Ninomaru Palace. Pictures are not allowed inside the palace, and you will need to remove your shoes when you enter. Because of the large variety of cherry trees inside the castle garden, cherry blossom season lasts from late March through all of April. I recommend closed-toed shoes because small pebbles line the garden pathways. Be sure to take the stairs to the top of the castle wall for great views of the castle and the moat. Nijo Castle is open from 8:45 to 5, but the last admission is at 4, and the palace closes at 4 as well. It is closed on Tuesdays in December, January, July, and August. If a Tuesday is a national holiday, the castle will also be closed on Wednesday. The castle is also closed December 26th through January 4th. Early morning is the best time to visit to avoid the crowds. Admission is 600 yen, cash only. There is an ATM machine near the ticket office if you need it. Nijo Castle is across the street from Nijo-jo Mei Station. Thank you for joining us at the Nijo Castle. Consider subscribing if you would like more concise travel videos full of practical tips and useful information. Until next time, cheers!